Welcome to today's tutorial. My name is Tony. We are going to be looking at the spiral staircase today, and there are very few things I would like you to pay very good attention to. I'm going to be showing you short ways and easier ways of getting to the same point, and I'm very sure a lot of people are having issues with this, that is getting the flat portion of the spiral staircase. So there are a few things you need to know before you start drawing any type of staircase. First, you must be able to know the exact story height. It actually plays a lot of role in choosing the height or the thickness of your riser. So from here, let's go to our design to actually find out the story height. From here, we have discovered that our story height is 3100, and we are going to be working with this 3100. The simplest thing to do is to go to your calculator and key in 3100. Now you are going to be dividing this with the number of steps you desire. Let's say you want to have about 18 risers, so we divide with 18. That is to say that our riser is going to be 172 millimeters, so bear that in mind. So we'll go back to our slab, which is one of the tools we are going to be working with, because what we are trying to make is a customized stair. So the next thing to do is to change the thickness of the slab to be exactly 172, and we are okay with that. We are not going to be changing this for now, so we go back to OK. The next thing to do is to go to our document and get our polyline. I don't like working with this particular color, so I'm going to be changing the colors. Even the line, I'm going to be changing the color to this red. We pick our polyline and start drawing from anywhere. But we are going to be changing this, for the fact we are trying to make a spiral staircase, we are going to be changing this to arc by 3 point. Let's say we are going to be working with a stair space of 4500. Key that in, then we'll bend this. Let's say we're okay with this. We'll drop it here. We are good with this. Then you pick our line and start from here and make a line. It has to be at an angle 90 with the first arc that you've made. And let's assume we want our stair to be 1300 in size, so just keep it this way. The next thing to do is to highlight this. That's by using that's by using left clicking. You highlight this, you left click and go to drag a copy. When you are dragging a copy, ensure that you are as much as possible aligned with this curve, and then we'll key in a distance of 250. I think this will be fine. Okay, then we'll pick a line again from this point as well. We draw a line of 1300. These two lines that we have, the first and the last line, are actually going to help us in getting our second arc. Then we'll put the central line as well, but we are going to be ensuring that this central line will be passing through the center of the arc. We'll key in a 1300 as well. Then these three lines that we have, this line, the central line, and the last line, are actually going to be helping us to get in the second arc. So we'll still go back to our polyline and start from the beginning. Still go back to our arc by 3 point, and we get the second arc and drop it here. Okay, the next thing to do will be to select the first line again and go to move and multiply. We are going to work in rotation. The number of copies for now is still going to be 1, and we'll go to increment, and we are okay. We rotate. Using the second line that we dropped, we rotate, and that is what we are looking for. This first shape is actually giving us the shape of each of our thread. Then the next thing to do is to go and select our slab. Haven't done the changes already in the slab, then we'll start from the beginning. Try to put this slab, okay, I'm going to change this, trying to make sure that this slab is exactly in the same shape as the polyline that I've already made. So we'll go to this point to get the same shape. Okay, we'll go back to this point and get the shape. And close it up here. As soon as we close up, we select the slab that we've already made and split it. We are going to be splitting with this line that I have here, and we are going to be deleting the rest of the slab. Why we did this is to ensure that we have a curve that will match exactly with the curve of the polyline. That is why we had to draw a full slab which covered the whole space of the polyline before splitting it off. Then the next thing to do is to highlight the slab, go back to move, multiply. In this case, we are going to be putting the height of our slab again, 172, as the vertical displacement of each of our stairs. Then we are going to be rotating from the center as well. We are supposed to put the number of steps, or rather the number of steps that we are looking for, which is supposed to be 18 or 17, because we already have one on the ground. Then we'll still rotate from the center. Good. So let's go to 3D view to see what we have made. We orbit it. This is what we have made. So the next step will be the tricky part of it, and what I really know that a lot of people are having issues with. So let's just get down to it. Okay, we'll go to our arrow and we deactivate our orbiting and select this first and drag a copy of it. And keep it here, and then we'll convert it to a morph. After converting it to a morph, we'll operate on the morph by picking this point and move a node. We'll move a node and drop it here and orbit so that we can see the other side. Pick up the node as well and drop it here. After getting this first operation, we'll go to our ground floor view. It is very easy for us to select the morph from this angle because it is not the same property as the slab again. This is the slab, but if you come to this point, what you select is the morph. Then we'll do the same thing again. In this case, we are going to put in 17 as well, and our vertical displacement is also going to be 172. Still rotate from the center. Yeah, still rotating from the center of the polyline, and this is it. Let's view again. It is perfect, very perfect, very smooth. It is exactly what we are looking for. So as we have it this way, We can now decide to take off our poly lines because we don't need it again. Yes, then let's just use the wall to appreciate our drawing the more. Okay, I'm going to make some changes on this wall. I'll select this wall and put a thickness to it. Let's say we're working with 225. Okay, and let me just select this space here to be our wall. Okay, let's view on the front view. Let's highlight this and move it up a bit so that it will be on the same lane as our 0 point. Okay, this is what we have. So let's put another wall here to appreciate it more. Then let's on our trees and go to first floor and draw a slab. Okay, I think I should move this a little. Take this off. Okay, let's view on 3D as well to see what we'll have. Okay, so we can move the slab inward a little. And move it down using this, selecting a node. Do the same here. Let's view again on 3D. It is now very perfect. Let's put this slab on the flat wall. Let's change the thickness of this slab. Let's have it to be 300. Let's use this rectangular geometry. And we'll have it this way. So we can go ahead and select these morphs. I think I should take this away a little. You can go ahead and select these morphs and union it. You can union the morph. It's now one. You can move it out a little so that we can convert this downside to morphs as well. When we convert it to morph, we also union it. Then we can move this back. You can then select the next one and union both of them. It is now one body. Okay, we can highlight any of the parts. We can see it is no longer a morph and a slab. Now both of them are morphs and are in union. we can now bring back our slab. Okay, so this is what we have. So we can decide to change these properties from this. Say to this. From here, we can make a little changes again on it so that we can get a design on the slab. The next thing we are going to be doing is to designing the top of the staircase. So we'll view it on 3D as well. Then go back to morph. Then hold down our spacebar to activate the magic wand and strike. As you can see, there is a new morph that is being created here. We are going to highlight this morph, and from this point we select our offset or edges and put 15 to it. From this 15, we now select tube, the height of our design as we really want it. We select it to be, say 10 mm, and leave it there. Then we can allow it to be this straight, or we'll go over again and trim this extra part off. We'll select it, we'll go to split. From this point we'll split it off and delete it. Then we'll view again in 3D and we operate on this morph to make it smoother at the edge. We'll go to this point, we fillet with 5. We can now change the properties of this design. We can put it to be no, small box, smooth. Then let's go back to the top. Okay, we can still bring back our polyline. So I can get exactly what we had initially. I like this morph. Multiplying it with the same space we have here, 172 from the center as well. So review here to see exactly what we have done. So this is exactly what it looks like. very smooth under and a perfect design at the same time.